Hey everyone. As many of you could already tell, this is extremely different from my usual layout. My usual layout is just me in my vehicle talking about Walmart Spark. And as many of you know, on my last video, I have been deactivated from Walmart Spark as of, I believe it was the second Sunday of this year. And so I'm not able to make content about Walmart Spark anymore, and I'm having to switch up the whole layout of this channel. And I really hope you guys do enjoy this new style of video. I have so many videos planned for you guys already, and I hope that all the love and support that you guys have been showing on my Spark videos, you guys would appreciate these videos just as much. And I would argue that these videos are probably going to be more helpful than my Spark videos, in the fact that these videos are going to be talking about different side hustles I have, different side hustles I have tried in the past, and different side hustles I want to try in the future. And you know, the whole point of this, I want to make the whole point of this series, or just this video even as well, is that don't rely on just that one side hustle. For many of you, that one side hustle is Spark. For many of you, that one side hustle is DoorDash, it's Uber Eats, what have you. You have that one side hustle that just is above all the rest, and all the rest are so small in comparison to that all the rest combined don't even total the amount that you make from your main side hustle. And that is how it was for me. I was making some really good money from Walmart Spark as a side hustle. I'm very sad that that's gone, and that is definitely noticeable to say the least. But you got to move on in life, and in life, I forget who says it, but you have to adapt or die. And I'm not about to die, so I have to adapt, and I have to try these new side hustles, and I have to just be willing to explore with different ways that I can make money. And I want the same for you guys, because I don't want you guys to end up in a situation where, you know, you lose your side hustle, and that means you may not be able to save enough money for that month, or that means you have to dip into your emergency fund or your savings, what have you. And so I really hope that I am able to bring value to you in that way. And with all that being said, welcome. If you haven't watched my videos before, then all that really didn't apply to you. Welcome to the new channel. And yeah, you know, I really hope, like I said, I really hope you guys are going to love this new layout. You guys are going to love what I have to talk about. And I really hope many of you stick around. And again, I want to thank you guys for all the support you've shown on my last video of me getting deactivated from Spark. I think it's well over 1,000 views now. I think it's at 1,500 views, which is huge, especially for me. So I sincerely want to thank each and every one of you for that. And I've just been doing my best to reply to everyone's comments. And if you haven't seen that video yet, it'll be the first link in the description. Go watch it, go check it out, and see why I did get deactivated for Walmart Spark and what's going on with that. With that being said, that's going to be the end of talking about this, and I'm just going to go ahead and get straight into the video. And this video is going to be about my 8 side hustles that I have and that I'm using to replace Walmart Spark, and hopefully diversify a little bit more and not rely on just that one side hustle. Side hustle number 1, you're probably going to laugh at, and frankly, I don't blame you. I laughed at it when I first heard it as well. But after learning a little bit more about the industry and about just how big the industry is, I stopped laughing. And that is going to be picking up dog poop. Yeah, go ahead, get your laugh out. You say my son does that, my teenage cousin does that. Well, guess what? It's a legitimate side hustle. At least it can be. Here in the United States anyways, it's pretty big. I don't know about in other countries if you're international. But people frankly don't want to go outside and scoop their dog's poop, or they have their kid do it, and then their kid always forgets to go outside and pick up their dog's poop. So they pay you to come out and do it. And there's a couple different ways you could charge for this. You can charge on a reoccurring service, or you could do a one-time cleanup based off how long you were out there. If it's a reoccurring service, you pretty much charge them based off of how many dogs they have and how often they want you to come out and service their property. I recommend the less times you come, or the more times you come out, obviously the more you charge, just because you're going to be spending money on gas. And I recommend, obviously, the more dogs they have, the more amount you're going to charge as well. I started this side hustle while I was still doing Walmart Spark, actually. I didn't take it seriously until after I got deactivated, but I made probably about $300 in about 2 months with very minimal advertising. All I did was create a Facebook business page and a Nextdoor business page, and I shared them into my local Facebook groups, letting everyone know, hey, I'm available, I can do this service for you. And the calls just came in, and I actually have a few people on a recurring service, so I got that money coming in every single month. All right, so side hustle number 2 is going to be creating UGC. Now you ask, what is UGC? UGC stands for user generated content, and pretty much to sum it up, basically, you're going to go on an app like Join Brands. You're going to go on an app like Upwork, or you could even post on Fiverr about this. And basically, you're going to say brands. You're going to say to brands, you're pretty much going to be like, hey, I'm willing to take photos with your products. I'm willing to do a review for your product. I'm willing to take good quality photos of your products in exchange, of course, for some money. And you'd be surprised, a lot of brands actually do this. That's how they get photos of random people with their products. And I've done this now for probably about 2 weeks, and I haven't had that much luck. I'm not going to lie. I've probably made about $35, but I did get some really cool headphones. So there's that, right? And that's another thing I like about this side hustle, is that you not only get paid for creating the UGC, but you also get to keep the product that the company sends you. And if you get on an app like Join Brands, you don't have to have a large social media following. All you do is create a profile on Join Brands and apply for jobs, because brands actually post their jobs on there, and they'll tell you, hey, we want a TikTok video of somebody reviewing our product, 30 seconds long, and you can make $45, let's say, and you get to keep their product for free. So I think that in the future, this is going to be one of the bigger side hustles for me. Right now, that's not the case, but I'm very optimistic about this one. Side hustle number 3, you may not be able to do if you don't have a truck, but there are a couple other options that you could do in replacement of this side hustle, and that is, of course, the classic renting out tables and chairs. Many people don't want to deal with the hassle of storing their foldable tables, their foldable chairs, so they'll rent them. They'll rent them cheaper, obviously, than it is to buy. They'll rent them for sometimes $1 a table, $2 a table, 50 cents, 75 cents to $1 of a chair. Some people create like this package deal that you could do, and people eat this stuff up. They really eat this stuff up. Now, however, like I said, there is a downside. You can't really do this if you don't have a truck or a larger size vehicle. And another downside is so many people are doing this. So what I recommend is you get some giant lawn games. This is what I personally have had the best of luck with. I've been doing this side hustle now even way back when, before I even started Spark, I believe. And it is a pretty wild success. Everyone around here locally knows me because I'm the only one that does it in my area, actually. And people love it. And what I mean by giant lawn games is giant Connect 4, giant Jenga, a big old tug of war rope. You'd be surprised. People go crazy over tug of war, which it's literally just a long rope. But people go crazy over it. You can even get a big inflatable movie screen, what have you, and you pretty much just rent this stuff out, and the more people who rent it out, the faster you get your money back. Again, I would recommend creating a business page like Facebook, a business page on Nextdoor, share into your local groups, and if once you start getting some money coming in, you could even buy ads for this, guys. And you could even reinvest some money, get tables, chairs, and the giant games. You could probably turn this into a business, and look at me, here I am spilling away my secrets for completely free on YouTube. Isn't that something? But yeah, I highly recommend this one. This is probably my best side hustle on the list. Ignore my cat right here in the background. I don't know why she just popped in the shop. But yeah, this is probably my best side hustle on the list, and I highly recommend this one. So side hustle number 4 is going to be a classic one, and that's going to be doing online surveys. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet just because there are so many survey apps out there. I really only use 2 of them. Sometimes I do different survey websites or different survey apps. I try them out. But the 2 main ones that I use is Google Opinion Rewards and Amazon Shopper Panel. Those 2 ones, the pay isn't great, but for the amount of time that you have to do the surveys, the pay is actually pretty good. The surveys are usually only about 2 to 4 questions long, and you get about 75 cents a survey. And so I actually do recommend this one. The one with Google Opinion Rewards is personalized to you, and pretty much they just track what you research, and then they'll send you a survey the next day asking like, hey, is this Google front page better than this Google front page, or what have you, and you just select which one you're more enticed to click on, and you get 75 cents for it. It's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward, doesn't take that much time. You're not going to become a millionaire off of it, but it is going to get a few more bucks in your pocket at the end of the month. Same thing with my 5th side hustle, that's going to be scanning receipts. If you're already purchasing stuff, if you're already buying stuff, you might as well scan the receipts, get that little bit of cash back. Sometimes they even have special deals. Like for an example, my main app is Frisbee that I use to scan the receipts. Sometimes they have a special deal, like if you buy, I'm just going to use bananas as an example. If you buy bananas and you buy a certain amount of these bananas, we'll give you a little bit extra in return. And so, like I said, if you're already spending the money, you might as well get some of it back. And I personally like Frisbee for scanning my receipts. There are other apps out there. I would err on the side of caution on using multiple apps to scan your receipts. I've actually been deactivated from Fetch. I've been deactivated from Fetch because I was using it and another app to scan multiple receipts or the same receipt just on different apps. So you got to be careful with that because they will deactivate you from it. Again, this isn't going to make you a millionaire, but it will get you a few dollars back in your pocket. And like I said, if you're already spending the money, you might as well get some of it back. This video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to keep this one short and sweet, and that is selling my data. Listen, our data is already being stolen by Mark Zuckerberg, or however the hell you say his name. Our data is already being stolen by him. Why not make some money off of it with an app like Caden? You've probably never even heard of that app before. I didn't until 2 months ago. And listen, it's not going to make you rich. It's going to be like 50 cents a day, 75 cents a day. But all you have to do is connect your Netflix account to it, connect your Amazon account to it, what have you. You could even get a little bit extra if you connect your bank account to it, what have you. I don't know if you want to connect your bank account to it and get that data stolen, but hey, it's already being stolen. Might as well make some money off of it. And so yeah, Caden, link will be in the description below. If you want to sign up for it, go check it out. Like I said, not going to make you rich, but it is a little bit extra cents back in your pocket. And at least you're making some money off of the data that is already out there. Number 7 is going to be walking dogs, babysitting dogs on an app like Wag or Rover. Those are the top 2 ones out there. There are a couple other ones out there, but they're not that noteworthy, to be honest with you. Now listen, this one is going to require about $45, $50 to get started up, just because you have to get a background check, and they do actually charge for the background check. In my opinion, I would say that it's worth it. If you like dogs, you have to like dogs for this one. It's just that simple. You have to be okay with cats. Now listen, you don't have to be okay with both of them. Just be okay with one of them, and you could do this. You could even let dogs or cats stay over at your house, overnight. That would be like onboarding. You could go, drop in and just feed them. Prices vary for the different services on there, but you can set your own prices. Now, there are other people on there, obviously, so you got to compete with their prices. And yeah, there's really not too much about this one. It is a pretty good side hustle. I've only done it a little bit in the past. It's really not my favorite side hustle just because I don't really like dealing with other people's dogs or other people's animals besides myself, or my animals anyways. And so I don't really do this one that much anymore, but it is a pretty good side hustle, and it is an option that I may check out again in the future. So the 8th and the final side hustle is going to be the shoppable Amazon videos on Amazon Influencer. Now this one's a little bit tricky because you do have to have a social media following for it, and I haven't been accepted to it yet. I've been accepted to the program, but you do have to upload 3 review videos before they allow you to start earning the on-site commission. And my first 2 sets of the videos were denied. The first one, I think it was denied because I said something about the price. The second round, I got no clue why it was denied. And so I'm waiting a little bit. That way I can think through it and really create some good quality videos on there, because you only get 3 tries with this one. And the Amazon Influencer program is a pretty big opportunity. It's a pretty profitable opportunity, and pretty much what it is, if you don't know, is Amazon allows influencers to go on their website and leave reviews for products, and they get posted on the product page. And when people are on the fence about, when people are on the fence about purchasing a product, they can click on the videos related to that product. And if they watch your video for 30 seconds or more, or until completion if it's under 30 seconds, and then they go on to purchase that product after watching your video, you earn a commission off of that product. And now listen, this is honestly huge, because once these videos are out there, they're out there, and it could be making you money while you sleep. And so I really got to get accepted to this one. I'm really praying hard that I do get accepted to this one. And man, if I don't get accepted, that's going to suck. But I really think that this is a side hustle you should look into, especially if you have a social media presence and you are looking for a little bit extra ways to make money. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you got some sort of a value from this video. God bless each and every one of you guys. I hope you're having an amazing day. If you watched until the end, thank you so much for watching this far. And comment down below, wet sock water. Why not? That's the most random thing I could think of right now. And so yeah, comment wet sock water in the comments below if you watched until the end. And thank you guys very much. Like I said, I hope you like the new layout of this video, of this channel. And I hope that the videos I produce in the future will be perceived just as well as my Spark videos were perceived. And I hope that you guys can get value from this. The number one reason why I do YouTube is to help people out. I know it honestly seems cliche, but there's not enough financial education out there, and that is something I'm very passionate about. I want, the world is abundant, and there's plenty to go around for everyone, and one thing there is definitely plenty of is knowledge. There's so much knowledge out there, and there's plenty of knowledge to go around. So I really hope that you got something from this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.